Hurricanes are not new to us in this region. Occurrences sometimes that we have to live with. We can do nothing about our geographic location, but we can do something about the manner in which we respond to natural disasters.
1st of June is never a surprise. It's something that happens every year. And the hurricane season, it should not be a surprise either, because it always begins on the 1st day of June. So we should always be ready for the hurricane season. We must always be ready for those 6 months of the year. And regardless of what the numbers actually tell us, we have to be ready. I know that people always ask, what are the numbers? How many storms are expected? And my immediate response, and of course this is just something I say to myself, is who cares? Because in my mind, the numbers really do not matter. Because we could have a very inactive season where there is simply one tropical storm that develops into a hurricane that possibly could become a major hurricane, and that one moves into the waters very close to Jamaica or moves across Jamaica, God forbid. It would have been a very inactive season. However, we may be devastated by that single event. So the numbers are really a side issue. It gives us an idea really of what the general feeling is going to be, how intense it is likely to be as a season. But we should not focus entirely on the numbers. And I just say all of this as a prelude to what you have in your kits, because I have prepared most of what I will present. The 6-month period, June 1 to November 30, is the hurricane season. Begins on June 1, and the consensus prediction is for a below average level of activity for 2014. The position taken by Jamaica's Meteorological Service is consistent with that which is expressed by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration of the United States National Weather Service, and we give that information where the number of storms that are expected to develop during the season, out of tropical depressions most likely, would be anywhere between 8 and 13. And I say that against the backdrop that the normal number of tropical storms that would develop in any season would be about 12. Now if we have a range between 8 and 13, it means maybe on average about 10.5. If we do a numerical mean of the 8 and the 13, it would be about 10.5 tropical storms that would develop, which is lesser than the average. So what is expected is that it will be slightly less active. It would be slightly less active than what is normal for a season. In terms of hurricanes, the average number of hurricanes that would develop in a season is 6. And this is looking over the period of, say, a little over 50 years, where hurricane information or data has been gathered and collated, and the average the average number of hurricanes is about 6. This year we are expecting anywhere between 3 and 6. So our upper limit this year, what we're expecting, is just about the average of those over 50 years. And then where major hurricanes are concerned, we are expecting anywhere between 1 and 2 major hurricanes to develop during this hurricane season. On average, we would have between 2 and 3. So again, we're seeing the indices pointing toward a season that is less active than the norm. What we are saying is that it will be near normal or below average, below normal in terms of activity. And actually the figures in terms of percentages, there is a 50% chance of it being below normal. There is only a 10% chance of it being above normal. And the other 40% is what we consider to be near normal, very close to 50%, or very close to 100% of the average.